Hello, my name is Alexis Gauthier, and this is Unfiltered Eats at Studio Gauthier. Yes, I do feel misunderstood as a chef very often because there aren't many chefs who do what I do, which is French gastronomy. So yeah, but it's always like that. At the beginning, you feel alone and you feel misunderstood, but that doesn't stop me from persevering, never, because I do it for the animals. So, yes. I thought I will not be French anymore if I stop cooking with butter and cream, but that was wrong. I'm still very much French, and I don't use butter and cream in my cuisine. Can you believe that? I know. It's the roasting of the aubergine. No, sorry, the cooking of the aubergine, thinly sliced in the sunflower oil that my grandmother used to do. And she used to just, I don't know, deep fried, pan fried with a lot of. So when I do aubergine, I don't do them in any other oil than sunflower oil because it gives this, it doesn't interfere with the flavor of the aubergine. And it gives this crispiness, this light crispiness that only the sunflower oil gives. And so I think that's a very peculiar. Very simple point, but that's what I do. When I cook aubergine, it has to be, and this is straight from my childhood. So, if my food has the soundtrack, what would it be? Well, it will be the early electronic music, because in the late 60s, early 70s, when people starting to use synthesizers, they were told that, this wasn't the way music would be done. And I think it's very much similar to doing plant-based cuisine in 2025. The plant-based cuisine is a synthesizer of the cuisine world, really. And so any music from Giorgio Moroder will be the soundtrack of what we do at the moment. Nostalgic, exciting, caring. That's a very good question. Actually, I do things on that. Oh my gosh, yeah, another one. Okay, so in the plant world, I will say cauliflower, because there is a limit to how much cauliflower can be good. I mean, I love cauliflower, but it's not just the single ingredient that encapsulates the world of plant-based cuisine. So I think we need to stop creating with cauliflower and move on to salsify, parsnips, turnips, white asparagus, green asparagus, and the list is very long. And in the world of animals, black cod this, black cod that. Black cod is overdone, overused, and cod needs to be left alone in the ocean. Thank you very much. If French food was to disappear tomorrow, I don't know how that is possible, but if it was, what I will miss the most is the potato puree that Alain Ducasse makes at his 3 Michelin star restaurant in Monaco, which is with just 3 ingredients: potatoes, olive oil, and salt. And this has to be the most amazing mashed potatoes that the French gastronomy has created ever, because it's light, It's rich, obviously it's not creamy, and it's got this. This is France. It's south of France, but it's France in its simplicity and its splendor. So really, I realized I loved eating food when my grandmother cooked a traditional aubergine stew. A day I came back from school and I was absolutely starving, and I don't know, she did this stew. She had the secret recipe. There was capers, aubergines, plenty of olive oils. There was no tomato, and she used to cook that in a pot very slowly. And I remember one day I came back from school, I was starving, and I had this aubergine dish. And now, every time I'm starving, this is the thing that comes to my mind first. and aubergine is really the reason why I'm a chef. It's really the reason why I love eating. And again, thanks to my grandmother, it's probably the reason why it was so easy for me to move from being carnist, so eating animals, to becoming vegan, because I know that I can survive on aubergine alone. Leave your French gastronomic tower and start thinking with your own brain. Undomesticate yourself from the what you have been taught and what you have been told about French gastronomy in general. Don't rely on someone else's creativity, but go deep in your creative mind and be the best of yourself, and don't impact on anyone who did not want to die for you to express your creativity. I think that's what I would have said to my younger self.